Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do DIY beard balm and DIY beard oil. Let's jump right in. And here are some of the ingredients that we will use. We have been collecting beeswax for a while. I got this in upstate New York a long time ago. This is actually called a second beeswax, and this is the prime beeswax. Look at the difference of the two colors. I prefer the seconds. I believe we were told that it's where the bees, baby bees are. I am not sure on that. For this recipe, you will either need to cut off hunks or we grate it using a hand grater that's designated just for grating beeswax because it gets all gummy. We will be using two oils. Unfractionated oil, you always want it in a liquid state. This coconut oil does not get hardened, which means it never hardens, which is this one. And then this is the organic coconut oil, cold press unrefined. This we will be making for the beard oil. This one we will be using to make the beard balm because you do want it to harden and like a salve. Hemp seed is purely optional. It's one of the carrier oils that you may use to make beard balm or beard oil. Jojoba oil is another carrier oil, which is really good for making beard oil or beard balm. Black castor oil is very good. You can use either plain castor oil. I like black castor oil. I use this a lot when I make my bath soaps. And here's a few pounds of cocoa butter. Again, my nice husband grades it all down for me. Even though it melts rather easily, it's still nice to have it grated. It's a lot easier to measure with it. And this is 7 pounds of shea butter. I use this a lot for my home remedies or for my home lotions, for beard balm, for bath soaps and such. For this DIY beard balm recipe, super easy. You just need a few ingredients. I'm going to be giving you the cup measurements, but down below in the description, I will give you the recipe in grams and in ounces. Let's begin. This is grated beeswax. We grate it ourselves, but you could use chunks. You need roughly 3/4 of a cup. This is shea butter. You need roughly a 1/2 cup. For the cocoa butter, you need roughly less than 1/3 of a cup. In here are 3 oils. 3 tablespoons of jojoba oil, 3 tablespoons of grapeseed oil, and 1 tablespoon of cold processed coconut oil. I'm going over to my wood stove in a double boiler method, and I'm going to melt this all down, and then we will circle back. Follow me over to the wood stove. Here we are back to the wood stove. In this pot, just a reminder, are the beeswax, shea butter, cocoa butter, jojoba oil, grapeseed oil, and the cold pressed coconut oil. I'm going to melt this down slowly. I'm sure you could use a microwave. This will probably take at least 5 to 10 minutes. So while that is down, and once it's melted, we'll be back at the table. And we are back from the wood stove. The essential oils I'm using today is 12 drops of patchouli, 12 drops of cedarwood, 4 drops of fir needle, and 14 drops of rosemary. I'm going to add this right into the mixture. It smells so good. Give it a stir. Just let it sit for just literally a moment because the beeswax will start hardening up, especially when your room is cold. Now here is a gift jar that I made with the mercury glass. You can make it yourself. I will leave the link in the description for the DIY how-to, and then another one will be what to make with these gifts. Here's another idea to make with this. These are ultraviolet glass jars that I love to get. It keeps things longer and keeps the lights out. All depending how cold your room is, you might have to work fast. I have the wood stove on, so it's pretty warm in here. You can use a funnel, whatever you'd like. I don't mind doing it this way. I'll fast forward while I'm filling. I'm going to let these harden in place. You do not want to touch them. They need to cool in the place that they are. It made 9.10 ounces of liquid before we added the essential oils. So when you go looking for containers, just keep that in mind. Or you can even take this recipe and cut it in half. Very easy, very forgiving. It's around 258 grams before the essential oils. And we will be back once this cools. And we are back. This has cooled about 45 minutes. You can see where a little of it has dibbled down as it cooled. That's completely normal. We save a little extra. It's no big deal. I pour it right back on top. Fill the little dibble in. You do not have to do this. This little one I give to Raymond. He puts on his cuticles. I even use it. It smells really good. And there you have 4 gifts, or even 5 if you have a little one you just want to give to someone. And don't forget to make a label, and it's very important, especially if you don't know if the recipient is allergic to anything. Make sure you put, even in a card or a label, what ingredients are in the beard balm in case they have any allergic reaction. Also advise them to do a little patch test on the palm of their hand. Wait a few hours to see if they have any reaction. Some people are allergic to essential oils, tea tree, grapeseed, could be anything. It is best to always give gifts with what the ingredients are in them. And don't forget these jars if you want to make beard balm gifts in these. These are what we made the other day with our DIY faux mercury glass. Now we're going to make some beard oil. On the blog, I also have a free PDF beard oil combination kit you can download. Now I'm just going to show you briefly how to make a few of these. These are 2-ounce jars that I got from the Dollar Tree. This is going to be super easy. Just use your imagination. Add 1 ounce of a carrier oil and then another ounce of a carrier oil. Different carrier oils are coconut oil. It has to be the fractionated. This is in the liquid form. I like to use black castor oil. You can use regular castor oil. Again, jojoba oil like we use for the beard balm. Hemp seed oil. I like to put at least 2 different carrier oils in each jar. For this one jar, I will add 1 ounce of fractionated coconut oil and 1 ounce of black castor oil. This doesn't have to be measured. You will just eye it. More or less, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to add lavender and eucalyptus, 5 drops of each. And then just tell them to shake it. Works really well. And this one, the 2 carrier oils will be fractionated coconut oil and hemp seed oil. Make sure you leave a good amount for the essential oils. My favorite blends of my dish soap that I make, it will be 5 drops of peppermint oil and 5 drops of sweet orange. I already have it mixed in a container that I use for my soap, so it'll be 10 drops total. And now you can go back and add a little more coconut oil. Best to add less in the beginning so you don't lose the essential. Tell your recipient to give it a good shake. Label on it, ingredient, card, and that's it. How cute is that? The reason that this one is darker is because of the black castor oil, and I knew that. That is one of the reasons why I chose it. And now I'm going to make a quick and easy Moonshine splash. It's a body spray. You can use it on your face after you shave, even your legs. You can use it as a coolant in the summer. Good Moonshine, White Lightning, or you can get it from a farmer who even has the stronger type. I'm going to add 10 drops of blood orange, and I'm going to add 10 to 15 drops of pure spearmint essential oil. Make a label, make a gift card. If you have made it this far, thank you. Please take a moment and subscribe to my YouTube channel today. Come join and be a part of our community. Hit the bell and then the all notification bell. You will be notified each time I upload.